Now, our topic for today is all about the concept of security, or what we understand about our topic. Now, this is our learning objectives to discuss our topic of concept of security. First, define security. Second, explain the concept of asset, risk, threat, and vulnerability. 3. Enumerate the categories of security and the last is discuss the importance of private security in organization. So now, we will start to discuss our topic. So, in my understanding about definition of security, the word secure has an interesting history. It comes from the Latin word securus, which can be understood in two ways, safe or without care. So this meaning emphasizes the state of being free from danger or worry. Free from plus care. So this interpretation breaks down the word into its literal components, suggesting a removal of concern or anxiety. So in modern English, ang secure has a broader meaning that its Latin origin. It signifies being free from danger, risk, injury, fear, trouble, doubt, and anxiety. This encompasses a general sense of safety and peace of mind. So secure can also refer to the degree of protection or resistance against harm, danger, loss, and criminals. So this emphasizes measures taken to ensure safety and prevent negative outcomes. A. Security defined. For a threat to be effective, it must interact either directly or indirectly with the asset. So, kining threat kung ma-effective ni siya sa interact either sa imong company, it can also increase or decrease sa imong asset. To separate the threat from the asset is to avoid possible interaction. So, kailangan nimo i-separate ang threat from the asset para malikayan ang mahitabuas sa imong gitrabahoan. Therefore, it is impossible to have a total 100% security if the threat and asset are completely separated from each other. Therefore, og mahitabo kini sa total 100% security kung i-separate ang threat and asset, masaksis or completely nga malikayan ang damages sa imong gitrabuhan nga kumpanya. So otherwise, what you have is safety of the asset, which is provided by the controls you put in the asset or the degree to which you lessen the impact of the threat. So which is kasafetihan sa imong debts or sa imong future benefits, which can gap between the action of the threat sa action sa open source security testing methodology manual. So mo na siya ang kuan sa security define. So kaning open source security testing methodology manual example is a peer-reviewed and maintained by the Institute for Security and Open Methodologies. So kaning for short sa for sa open source testing methodology manual is man siya ang OSSTMA or Professional Security Tester. So kani siya is nagkuhan siya sa ISACOM certificate or valid, comes with the practical training. So muna siya ang primary advantage of security testing is that may assist in identifying possible security issues in the software or application. Before they are distributed to the public, this can assist to avert potentially disastrous effects like as data breaches and loss of client confidence. Muna siya ang kuan sa meaning or identification sa OSSTMM nga security. So next, asset. Asset, anything tangible or intangible that is capable of being controlled to produce value if it's as positive economic value, and if its value can be converted into cash, then it is an asset. So asset is a resource with economic value that an individual, corporation, or country owns or controls with the expectation that that it will be provide future benefits, and it can be thought of as something that in the future can generate cash flow, reduce expenses, or improve sales, regardless of whether it's manufacturing, equipment, or efficient. Example like land, financial, securities, jewelry, artwork, gold, and silver of the checking account. Muna siya mo provide sa future benefit. Next is risk. Risk is the uncertainty of financial loss has occurred or will occur, the variations between actual and expected results, or the possible occurrence of an undesirable event and the end result is loss or decrease in a value. So a risk is a possibility or a situation which is uncertain and involve exposure to danger. So risk is not an outcome of situation and varies from person to person. So it is a part of every person's life and is a part of human endeavor, and it can also be described as an uncertainty which is miserable as well as unmiserable. So muna siya ang example sa risk. So threats. Threats that could adversely affect asset. It can be classified into natural hazard, accident, or intentional acts. So, ang threat is example is a computer security. So, ang computer security can be a potential negative action or event facilitated by a vulnerability that results in an unwanted impact to a computer system or application. Like example, a drought is a threat to a well-producing company, as it may destroy or reduce the crop yield, or other common threats include things like rising costs for materials, increasing competition, tight labor or supply, and so on. So the last is vulnerability. Vulnerability means weakness of law, or virtually anything that may conceivably exploited by a threat. So example, vulnerability in a computer security refers to a weakness that can be exploited by a threat, such as an attacker. So to perform unauthorized action within a computer system, it is a possible danger that might exploit a weakness to breach security, causing potential harm. So ang vulnerabilities can be targeted through various means including cybercrime, cyber attacks, physical access to devices, or compromised servers. Computer security refers to a system weakness that can be exploited by a threat to perform unauthorized actions, and homeland security efforts and cybersecurity globally aim to combat such vulnerabilities to prevent cybercrime. Ano siya ang sample sa vulnerability?
What is physical categories of security? What is physical security? Physical security pertains to all physical barriers employed or installed to secure assets. For example, is the main gate. So, mao na siya ang atong asset para dili ma-risky ang atong people. So, other example is our school. So, our asset is our window and doorknob. So, second one is personal security. Personal security refers to procedure followed, inquiries conducted, and criteria applied to determine the work suitability of a particular applicant, the retention of a particular employee. So we need to secure our employee. We need to protect our employee to kay sila may napadagan sa mga businesses, sa mga company. So and the third one is document and information security refers to policies, regulations, doctrine, and practices enforced to safeguard the contents and integrity of any classified information or document from compromise or loss. So we need to secure our documents and information, no? Kay mawala mga documents, so mga importante, mga information. So risky na, so dili na siya kuan kanang wala na importante mga wala tong mga kuan. No, we need to protect our documents including a password para ma-secure, no, para ma-secure ang atong kuan para dili siya ma-hack, dali ma-hack. So dapat atuan yun isipte ang atong mga document and information para dili mahulog, dili makawat. So political security is another category that relate to social relationship involving governments or entities that hold authority or power. So in any person that involving, no, to contradict our government, so war against government. So so public security. What is public security? Refers to the way governments are ensuring the protection of its citizens, organizations, and institutions against threat to well-being as well as maintaining the general security and peace in public places. So we need to protect our citizens, no, from public citizens or the events, no, na mga programs dapat na to i-secure ang atong ang area nga dapat na, sa mga public places na ay mga police, so para ma-secure ng mga people, no, that causes danger or harms. What is national security? National security is the requirement to maintain the survival of states through the use of economic power, diplomacy, and political power. So, example ni is ang ato ang government, no, na mga baha, flood. So sila ang government may mag-supply that ang mga needs sa mga tao ang food. So siya ang government may magtan-aw sa kung sa problema sa ato ang national, no, to secure our food and other things. So what is international security? Consists of the measures taken by nations and international organizations to ensure mutual survival and safety. So international security. So dili na lang siya nagbase sa usar ka nations, no. So nagbase sa mga other countries. So tinabangay ang countries, no, para in order to protect ang ilang nations. So aside from that, no, our economy, so like businesses, so kung unsay naa nila kita makagain po ta din, kung unsay nato sila makagain po. So that's all. Thank you.
Private security also categorizes some security measures applied in private agencies. So we have 6 categories, namely first, industrial security, second, bank and armor security, third, hotel security, fourth, VIP security, fifth, communication security, and the last one, mall or commercial security. Industrial security. First, involves the safeguarding of personnel, processes, properties, and operations. Example, factory. The person who are working, their processes, properties, and operations should be secured or should be protected. The patents that they are following that should be secured or protected. That is industrial security. Mostly pertains to the operations of industrial plants, business, and enterprises. That is industrial security. Second, bank and armor security involves the protection resulting from the application of various measures which safeguard cash and assets in storage, in transit, or during transaction. Example, especially armored vehicles. Armored van when they are in transit to prevent possible highway robbery while they are in transit. So there should be a security measure employed. One is their armored vehicles extended of bullets cannot pass through the armored vehicle, and those are many security together with a person or with the guards while in transit, together with the money. So again, private agencies employ different types of security measures in their establishment. Third, hotel security involves using measurements of protection for the guests' personal properties and protection in hotels, restaurants, bars, and clubs. VIP security. From the word VIP, very important person. If there are foreign dignitaries, ambassadors, consuls that would arrive in our country, there is a special protection measures and special security measure employed to protect this important person. Fifth, communication security involves the safeguard resulting from the application of different measures which prevent or delay the enemy or an unauthorized person from gaining information through communication, including transmission and cryptography. Especially spear phishing or phishing attacks through our mobile phones or through our emails are common. So by doing that, the responsibility of all telecommunications company is to secure the information stored in our communication service. For example, to prevent any attacks from that, so there is also a difference. Last one, mall security. Most superficial security is the degree of protection against danger, loss, and crime inside malls. Different measures of security being implemented so as a form of protection, it refers to system, strengthens, and processes that provide of small security as a conditions. Security management in organizations. Security management has become an essential feature of corporate activity. There is almost no organization without a team dedicated to managing issues of security. We usually see shipping malls, entertainment venues, and banks policed by private armies which we call security guards. The presence of this uniformed staff represents the company's ability to respond or deter threats. Other security measures may include the installation of CCTV, sophisticated alarm system, policies against workplace bullying and harassment, employee screening, emergency planning, and other measures that enable individuals and organizations to carry on with their business from free danger. So, so other security measures may include the installation of CCTVs so that the secure of everyone that can deter threats. With corporate crime becoming a growing area of concern, the increasing role of private security in crime prevention is becoming more evident. This further highlights the need of increased competence and professionalism among security personnel so that they can effectively play their important role of risk prevention and management in